Okay, so hi guys. So today we are going to be learning about math and applied math. So this group is obviously for more elementary, third, fourth grade geared, where you learn all your multiplications. So as you know in math, there are four main operations. You have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And with these four operations, we can solve equations and problems. So you have something like when you take 4 and 5 and you add it together, you get 9. Or if you have 9 minus 7, you have 2. Or you have 2 times 4, 8, and things to go from order to just 10 divided by that little symbol right there. So these four operations can be used in multiple ways to set multiple equations. And not only that, you can make equations where things can simplify. So for example, 4 plus 5 is 9, but also 3 plus 6 is 9. So these two, this can also work, and they simplify to 9 to alter functions. You can also use parentheses to make the equation a little bit bigger, and to also get equations. For instance, 10 minus 4 times 2 is equal to 2. This simplifies to 8, and then 10 minus 8 is equal to 2. And that is using the concept of PEMDAS.
Disorder in which the system becomes much harder to describe.
And basically that's saying parentheses, there's addition, subtraction, division, and
says basically take the derivative
but we're not doing functions. So we're going to play a game. Everybody get out 10 little dice.
There is
so how do you play this game is basically what we've learned today. We're just going to bring that to the board. So you guys are going to make equations and gather points. It's kind of like Scrabble, but it's math Scrabble. It's really fun. I played it. So you have 1,
and then the division one is the same.
this is like law of entropy. Entropy will always go
And so that can plus to Wednesday I have an
it is
extra
possible
one.
within the universe
I'll
itself
put it on the
to have
counter.
an increase in entropy.
Food count. And what it'll do is that
A decrease in
it'll
entropy.
post
It's
that
also has
for
decrease in
that
entropy,
food.
but that's only if you have correlated increase in entropy in another location.
Basically,
An example of this
to
is
use that with compositional, guess what?
recyclable.
In the cafeteria on the third floor.
you have 10.
This order of already
So that's what they do
used
with
converting
that.
from one order
A lot of things that are going on in the last 10 years are
actual
science has
yeah.
grown to 30%.
But it takes
So
very
because we have a
easy
big
to like burning the fossil fuels or whatever,
we're like, well, this is food, we need.
burning basically.
Okay, so we do
hydrogen
see,
carbon.
so is another thing that could really diminish here.
It used to
Also, our replaceability have been on the side, over the past 50 years.
So, knowing this, the question becomes how
So you find the
out of the universe that is always
Okay, so just like Scrabble, you're going to get all your pieces on your little board, and you're going to make an equation, and then you're going to play from the start. So who wants to go first?
separately kind of?
Simple
Start from
equation.
the outside.
That makes sense. Yes. And your equal signs are going to be given to you, so they don't include any points, but your equal signs are given. And you can use parentheses to your, if you want to use parentheses, yeah, you can use parentheses, anything like that. So, for instance, this equation, 4 times 2 is equal to 8. And so you would have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times. You would have 24 points. So if you want to write that down, you have 24 points. You can go next. And so you would just build off this, just like in Scrabble where you would build off a word, you can just build off of the equation.
This is kind of like
X to an n power,
it's very low
the
in
derivative of that
it's very
to be used as n
it's not too
times
much.
x
Describe this by
to the
saying,
n minus 1.
Here, it's
So in this
stuff
case,
that's
it's just gonna be 2x.
sort of.
And then the game would continue, and you would keep getting pieces from the bag, and it's just like Scrabble, and you would run until the pieces run out, and then whoever has the most points. So you had 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 points. And these little indicators, he got 24 points because he had landed on a 2 times the equation twice, so that made him 24 points. Any questions thus far?
It takes more effort to find the
I think this game is pretty cool. I haven't ever heard of it before.
Yeah, it was a game that my mom got years ago, and she wanted us to play it because she got it when we were kids, and we never opened it, but now I did, and I played with my cousins, and it was a lot of fun. We were able to get the board pretty much, so it takes about, you can play 2 to 4 players. It's a really fun game to play with kids that are under the age of 10, 8 to 10 years old, 4th graders, 5th graders, maybe even 3rd graders, just to hone in on their math skills, see what operations they understand and how different operations work. If you're going to play with like 2nd graders, maybe you can take the multiplication, division signs out, and they can play with just addition and subtraction. But I think this is a really interesting game because it really helps kids students understand different equations and what equals what, and it's just it's a fun game. It's a hands-on game to play. Any other questions?
Why did you choose this topic?
I mean, I always enjoyed math. In school, I loved math. I loved working with equations. I loved solving problems. It was always something I loved to do. And this is just the most basic skill you can have, is knowing how to add things, multiply things, divide things. This is where everything starts. And once you learn this basic skill, I mean, you can do anything. You can learn, you can do how to solve for X. You can solve huge problems. You can, it can even get you into classes like calculus and pre-calculus, and those are just really fun classes if you're into it. So this is just a basic skill that everybody needs. So you can, once you know all this, you can solve this kind of equation.
And in this problem, it is 1/2
And you can plug it in and then solve this equation. Just by knowing basic skills, just like multiplication and addition, you can solve this equation by plugging in and solving the equation. So to me, this has always been really interesting, that you can solve for X, you can plug in different stuff, you can, there's just not one way of doing things. So it's always, 10 divided by 5 is 2, but also like 20 divided by 10 is 2. I mean, it's just interesting to me. Numbers are, I get really curious with numbers. So, any other questions? Do you guys want to play, or do you want to continue playing if you want to? It's a really actually fun game to play. You can get pretty, it's Scrabble with math. It's a nice little twist.
Have you ever won between your cousins when you were playing or something?
Did I win? Actually, my cousin won. She ended up actually winning because I think she got more on the times, and so I made equations, but I'd get 10 points, and she would hit the good spots, and she would end up getting 30 points. So she ended up actually winning. But it was a fun game, and it really, it had, my cousin's really, he's really kind of hyper, and it got him to cool down and sort of, really, and I could see how much he's learned thus far, and it was really cool to see how much they've progressed. So
I mean,
this is I just think this is a really inclusive game.
The same, my parents, when I was a child, ever since I was a child, really, we used to play Monopoly, and your cousin who gets hyped is basically my dad, because he would always get hyped with being the banker of Monopoly, which was totally like, okay, go ahead. Anyways.
So any other questions, any comments?
To recreate this, what, in small amounts.
Do you know like any other, I mean, I looked up, there was other math games. Would you ever consider playing a math game when you were a kid? Would you have liked that? Was it something?
No.
It would have been like a fun activity in class to do, instead of like sitting and doing boring equations that you could play with your friends and just make equations and
Yeah.
we're
If
like,
the alternate of playing a game, like a math game, instead of doing worksheets, I would totally play the game.
yeah, I think this is a really cool concept to have the kids just, once they've learned the concept, to play a game. So if you want to play more, you can.
This
No,
becomes
it's
like
fine.
almost.
But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And I mean, you have all sorts of, you have numbers, you have parentheses if you want, equation signs, so it's pretty, it's an interesting game. It's colorful, so, you know, it's not boring. And, yeah, that's about it. It's 10 minutes.
These are all derivative rules.
Okay. So, thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the little game.